بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Today, inshallah, we are going to continue Unit 8, Lesson 3. You will find the lesson at page number 71 and 72. Please open your book, Flying High 4, at page number 71, 74. The grammar guide for this lesson will be about want, allow, courage, and force, and what follows after this verb. Want, allow, encourage, and force, etc. There is a long list, followed always with an object. After that, to, then the infinitive of the verb. So what I mean by want in Arabic, I want to be, for example, a professor. I want to be a doctor. So want here means you read. And here we have allow. Allow, it means يسمح. And encourage, يشجع. Force means يرغم. And these specific verbs have a rule or a pattern which we have to follow to create our own sentence. Look at this sentence. Notice the order of the words that follows the main verb. Here we have visiting the parrots. Visiting the parrots encouraged John to speak. Look at the part of the speech here. We have subject, visiting the parrots. This is the subject, okay? We have the verb here. It's, sorry. We have the verb encourage, okay? Encouraged. And what follows after the verb? We have the object. The object. So encouraged followed with the object. Then what comes after the object? To, then the infinitive of the verb. To speak, to speak. To followed with the infinitive. No addings. There is no adding at the verb speak. So visiting the parrots encouraged John to speak. زيارة الببغاء شجعت جون على التحدث. Here we have encouraged after the subject. Then we have an object. After that to, then the infinitive of the verb. So you have to be or to remember this formulation to create your own sentence. Subject, don't forget, verb, after that object, then it follows with to, then the affirmative or the infinitive of the verb. الفاعل بعدها الفعل. الفعل إما يكون want أو allow or encourage or force. يعني it's not necessary to be all the time one verb. ممكن أنا أستخدم أي واحد من هذه الأفعال. المغزى من القاعدة أو الفورمulation الباترن أن we can put one of these verbs. Okay? طبعا here we have, as I translated to you in Arabic, زيارة الببغاء شجعت جون على التحدث أن يتحدث. So this is the meaning of the sentence in Arabic. Look at here and you have to notice, and when you have such a thing at your book, language assistant, it is make or it's add more information or more clarification or clarifying at the grammar rule. So here we have notice the certain verbs such as let and make cannot be followed by to. هنا عندك want, allow, encourage, force, and etc. There are a lot of verbs followed with object, then to. But sometimes we have make in specific and let. Okay? It doesn't or it hasn't followed with to. ما يكون بعدها to. ما في داعي إنه يلحق ب to. Here we have examples. He allowed his brother to ride his horse. He allowed, this pattern or this formulation is the same of the pattern here. إذا لاحظتوا هنا عندك subject, okay, اللي هو الفاعل. What comes after subject? We have allowed, okay, واحد من الأفعال المذكورة اللي هي want يريد، allow يسمح، encourage يشجع، force يرغم. So allowed his brother اللي هو الobject. What comes after allowed? To. Then ride. يمتطي الحصان. So here he allowed his brother to ride his horse. سمح لأخيه أن يمتطي الحصان. So here allowed جاءت مع to وبعدها جاء الفعل بالمصدر. Okay. إذا نبدأ بسubject بعد الverb allow أو encourage أو want or force. بعدين الobject بعدها to بعدها الverb in infinitive. Okay, logically after the to we have to put the verb without any addings. Vice versa, we can form the same sentence with the same meaning but with little bit difference. How? By using here let. احنا when we translate this sentence into Arabic كانت he allowed his brother to ride his horse. هو سمح لأخيه بامتطاء الحصان. نقدر نعمل نفس الجملة لكن with other verb مع فعل آخر، ولازم نكون يعني شوية دقيقين لأن let no need to followed with to. let and make لا تنسون let and make من الأفعال اللي ما تحتاج to. Okay. Let's see the sentence here. He let his brother ride his horse. Here we start with what? With subject. And then what followed after subject? Let. Okay. His brother is the object. Okay. What comes after the object directly? Ride. So the verb, as you notice here, and its infinitive without to. So my sentence is he let his brother ride his horse. هو جعل أخيه يمتطي الحصان. As you notice here, we keep the meaning of the sentence as it is without any adding, and we just make a little bit change with the verb itself. هنا استخدمنا allow. ومعنى استخدمنا allow إيش قالت القاعدة? When we use allow, we have to use to. But here, because we use let, no need to add to. Okay? Look at the other sentence here. My father forced me to clean the garage. My father forced me to clean the garage. Let's see a part of a speech here. My father is what? Is the subject, الفاعل. What follows after the subject? Forced is the verb. Force, don't forget, force, encourage, encourage, force, allow, and want. All these are verbs has to followed with to. Then my father is the subject. Forced is the verb. Okay. Me here is the object. After that, to. So to is followed with what? With clean. Clean supposed to be in infinitive without any addings. The garage. The garage is the object. How can I rewrite the sentence in another way? In a different way with a little bit change? Here we have my father made me clean the garage. My father is the subject, and here we have the verb made, then me. After that we have direct verb, no need to add to separate the object and the verb with to. So why do you think we did so? زي ما قلنا, we have, it's okay, it's possible to use let and make without any without putting to. So my father made me clean the garage. Okay, is it clear? I hope it's very clear. It's so super easy that when you really remember this pattern, and you have to remember the verbs themselves اللي هم want, allow, encourage, force, okay, you can create you can generate your own sentences. Note that the verb help can be used with or without to. As I told you, some of the specific verbs ممكن إنه with to or without to. Like what? Like the verb help, يساعد. So Sammy helped me to study for the final exam. Sammy helped me to study for the final exam. Or I can just say Mark helped me study for the final exam. Notice here there is no to. It's possible we can write to or without to. It's okay to write the same sentence or the same statement with to. Why do you think we can do so? Because the verb here help. Okay? Help, one of the verbs that we can use to with, or we cannot remove to. What about let and make? Let and make, one of the two verbs that no need or cannot be followed with to. Okay? And here we have encourage, want, allow, force. We have to put to after that, followed with the verb in infinitive. This is the grammar rule. It's very clear and obvious that what are we can, and if you really try to follow or to remember the pattern itself, it's so easy to write any sentence or even to do any exercise. Here we have a table, okay, and supposed to do it in pairs, but you can do it at your home individually by yourself to form or to write a sentence or a statement with with this verb. The first one, allow, stay up late. Allow, stay up late. Do you remember? Allow, one of the verb that has to follow with to. So what is the pattern? دائما in such exercise you have to write the pattern or the formulation. Subject, after that allow or encourage or force, then object, then to, then the verb in base form. So it will be like this. They allow him, okay, to stay up at night. Allow is the verb that we have to use, okay, no other choice. لازم علينا, we have to use allow, okay, then the object, after that we have to use to, stay up at late. This is Rashid's parents, how Rashid's parents parenting him. So طريقة والدي راشد أن allow stay up late. So they refers to whom? To Rashid's parents. تعود على راشد parents. Then allow mean allow him or allow Rashid, okay, to stay. Why did we write to here? Because the verb because of the verb allow. So we have to write to, then the verb in base form. Look at the next example here. Expect study every night. Muhammad's parents, عائلة محمد أو والدي محمد. So they expect him to study every night. So they, Muhammad's parent, expect. أيضا expect من الأفعال اللي we have to add or to follow or with to. احنا قلنا allow, force, encourage and also expect. إذا نتبع القاعدة to create our sentence. إذا we have to write the subject, after that the verb اللي هي الverb اللي already موجود عندك. expect means يعني يتوقع. After that the object, then to, then the base form of the verb or the infinitive. إذا الجملة راح تكون they expect him to study every night. Every night. So this is the sentence. Look at the next one here. Encourage, have fun. Encourage and have fun. Imagine that this sentence is, for example, your teacher asks you to write a complete sentence. أعطاك هذا الكلو. مثلا الأستاذ قال لك اكتب جملة مفيدة with these two part of speech. أنا عارفة القاعدة تقول لما يجي encourage, when the encourage came in a sentence, I have to follow a specific formulation. إيش كانت الformulation؟ الformulation subject, the verb اللي هو encourage, object to the base form. It's super easy, super easy. So you can do it. Rashid parents Rashid parents encourage mean encourage him or encourage Rashid, but it's, you know, it's not good to mention Rashid again. You have to refer to Rashid with the pronoun. So Rashid's parents encourage him to have fun. To have fun. So as you notice here, we write to, then the verb as it is without any addings. What about the next one, Muhammad's parents? How did they parent him or raising him? Make practice French for an hour. عائلة محمد أو والدي محمد make. Do you remember what did we say about make? Make and let. It's possible to or it doesn't follow with to. Make and let. It's we have not to mention to من الأفعال اللي ما تتبع بتو. So what about this? Our sentence supposed to be Muhammad's parents, okay? Make him على طول practice French for an hour. No need to mention to. No need to mention to. Okay? Why we here we bought to and here we didn't bought to? ليش في الجملة الأولى وضعنا to، في الجملة الثانية ما وضعنا to؟ بكل بساطة make and let من الأفعال اللي ما تتبع to. Okay? Look at the next example here. Let's have friends to visit. What about let? Do you remember? Let have إذن Rashid parents let him have friends to visit. Rashid parents هذا هو السبجكت، let الverb، him الobject، وعلى طول directly we have to write have the verb. Look at the next example here. The next example, force train hard every week. What do Muhammad's parents force him? What do they ask him to do? So here we have force Muhammad's parents. Okay, الفعل عندك هنا force mean force him. What comes after force? To train hard every week. Train, so supposed to be in base form. Want and be happy. Want and be happy. Also want from one of the verbs that should be followed with to. راح تصبح الجملة Rashid parents want him to be happy. To be happy. So this is the formulation or the sentence. Want and be the best at. So Muhammad's parent want him to be the best at everything. يبغون أو يرغب والدي محمد من محمد أن يصبح الأفضل في كل شيء كرغبة أي والدين لأبنائهم. إذن to, want, to، إذن followed with to، فصل بين الفعل و to اللي هو الobject. This is the grammar rule and we have done. You will find the same or similar table at your book. You can do it. I hope it's clear. Try to do it. If you cannot copy, you can do it by yourself. Just follow the formulation. The last part. Here we have tell your partner which parents sound more like our parents, or own parents, I'm sorry, and make up a few more sentences about your upbringing. My parents never let me so and so. They encouraged me to do so and so. They didn't expect me to so and so. They wanted me to. This is your homework. Try. طبعا it's different from a person to another, from a student to another. It's according to to your parents. يعني والدي أمل يختلفان عن والدي محمد and so. إذا الجمل هنا لازم تكون from your own words. لكن نتحرى تطبيق القاعدة. هنا عندك they encourage me to. لازم يكون في to والفعل بعدها بالبيس form. To what? They encourage me to, for example, to learn another language or to practice the language. And they didn't expect me to. They didn't expect me to, for example, to waste my time and so on. They wanted me to do what? So you have to pay attention to this. In P also, this as an exercise, as I told you, it's supposed to be pairs, but you can do it individually at your home. Complete the sentences with your own ideas. Make sure each verb is followed by an object. لازم يكون في object. It's important to encourage children to be independent. هنا بعد encourage عندك إيش اللي الفعل هنا be. This is as an example. Children to have more freedom. School should allow so and so, and you can make so and so. This is the answer. Try to copy the answers. Sorry, I really have only 25 minutes, so I cannot extend the explanation, so I have to shorten the time. But here we have, it's important to encourage children to be independent, okay? Children to have more freedom, أو يا إما to be independent ممكن، أو to have more freedom. Both of the answers are possible. Schools should allow children to have more freedom, or you can create your own sentence. You can write your own idea. إذا children to have، لأن عندك هنا الفعل allow، استخدمنا to. Most parents want children to learn subject they are not interested in. So most children want to learn subject, or you can write your own. I think it's wrong to force children learn something they don't want to. So I think it's wrong to force. عندك force, learn. You can't make children learn something they don't want to. This one is you can write your own sentences, but this is as suggested answers. Here we have the last one is vocab. I think we don't have time to do so, but I will read it as much as I can. Put the following words in order for animals that no longer exist to animals with large numbers. عندك هنا extinct, threatened, مهدد أو منقرض, vulnerable, endangered, least concern, and critically endangered. What I want from you to put them in order. Here are the answer. Extinct, no longer exists, like the dinosaurs. Dinosaurs تعتبر حيوانات منقرضة. Critically endangered, okay. Endangered, vulnerable, written last concern, and the last one supposed to be last concerned. And here we have culture notes. It's okay to write it from your book, and don't forget the pages 72. This is our lesson for today. I really appreciate your watching. Thank you very much and goodbye. Shahinaz Sahiyan.